Good evening race fans, welcome to Mountain Raceway Day 2. We hope you enjoyed the first couple of races yesterday. Now there has been a development. Unfortunately there's been some wildlife on the loose and that has meant a change of venue. So unfortunately, you know, there's not much you can do when there's a wild lion on the loose when we turned up this morning, so racing has had to be abandoned and change of location. Today's racing, as always, brought to you by Shit Outta Luck Toilet Paper Supplies. Remember to wipe it before someone swipes it. Alright, introducing our first driver who will be taking us through the course. This is Tanya in the Copper Turbot, or Turbo T. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but that's what it is anyway. So first up, it'll be a run through the inside track. Both lanes starting off in the same place. They run down into a flat straight before heading into the corner one. Now the inside turn is a little bit shorter, but you do have to run a bit slower. Then coming down turn 2 and into the drop, where you drop down both lanes. Now this can be a bit of a tricky transition here. Then down from the wide track, transition 2 into 1, and then across the line. And the outside track, you can see here, it's a longer distance, but maintaining that total speed, and then down. Now, I can guarantee we're going to have drivers this evening having trouble with that particular transition there. It's a little bit tricky when you're coming in hot. You've got more speed carried from that first turn, and you just need to be a bit careful. Next up, we're going to run all of these, both runs inside and outside lane together, just to speed things up a bit. But first, next up here, we've got Ron and the Zuru Roadster. Alright. So quite a clean takeoff here, a little bit caught up in that outside lane before he even made it to turn 2, but you can see him triggering that end flag there. Alright, in the number 45 horse play is Stu, quite a low profile machine with very large wheels. Vaguely based on a Camaro possibly, a little bit hard to tell. Let's see how he handles the track. Now I mentioned the point system there, so you'll see as he comes out of turn 1 there's a red flag there. That is 1 point for passing the first gate. Next up we've got the Power Surge. Now this is Phil driving Power Surge. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my notes there. Alright, so we've got that first gate coming off turn 1. Just before you hit turn 2 you've got a second gate just there. Oh, and a little bit of an accident there. Alright, D-Muscle, driven by Dave. This is another Camaro-esque vehicle called the D-Muscle, but you can see that characteristic Chevy styling there. Alright, so first gate, second gate, down. Now getting through that first gate there gets you the win. Triggering the flag gets you all the way through. Here we've got Bruce in the 1970 Chevelle SS. This is a supercharged big block. Let's see if he can handle the jandle on this one. Oh, struggling there a bit. Oh, on both of those. Let's hope he can do better in the actual race. Alright, next up in this number 76 Corvette we've got Kelly. This was a top racer yesterday. And let's see how he does on this new layout in the track. Quite good so far. Oh, a little bit of trouble with that transition, but the other run working quite well. Next up in the number 15 Mazda Miata we've got Michelle. This cute little car with the convertible top. Bit of an unusual race car, but let's see how it does. It was certainly fast on yesterday's track. Let's see what the consistency's like. Great run there. Oh, and potential big air bonus. Alright, moving into the heats. We've got Michelle and Kelly, and they're off. Tight so far. Michelle taking the lead and takes the win and the big air bonus. That's a fantastic result from Michelle. Swapping lanes now. Let's see how Corvette leading. Oh, doesn't handle the transition. Oh, and a crash. Oh, Michelle manages an amazing bit of driving there to get around. Let's see what happened. So the Corvette carried too much speed into that corner, couldn't handle the transition. Michelle hits the brakes there. You can see the nose of the car go down, still hits the Corvette, manages to steer around and power through, still taking the win. Unfortunately, did not have the speed to get the big air bonus. Alright, a lot of excitement already. Next round, the blue D-Muscle. Oh, it's off the track. And Power Surge takes the win. Let's see how the next round goes. Power Surge on the inside this time. D-Muscle around the outside. Oh, no, messes it up again. In that transition, I can see that's going to be a big headache today for a lot of the drivers. They're just carrying too much speed in, catching that front wheel on the outer wall. Power Surge trying to slide through the inside, catches D-Muscle, does manage to clear through, and bouncing off the walls there, not dedicated enough to get all the way for the big air, but does take the win. Oh, jeepers, Jiminy, what happened there? We're going to have to go back and watch that in slow-mo. So we've got Bruce in the Chevelle, and oh, both cars off the track there. You can see Bruce with his rear tyre hanging off, and Stu in horseplay with the front wheel off, trying to correct there. Gets a little bit wide. Oh, there goes the back wheel, and Stu flips off the track. Thankfully landing on his wheels. Bruce, nerves must have been shaken. Does manage to get that second. Oh, let's have a look here. Oh, that's what caused it. Bruce came wide out of that corner. Stu had nowhere to go, had to go wide. Couldn't get that front wheel back on the track in time. Oh, that's a real shame. Stu just trying to avoid an accident and ends up in a worse wreck. Bruce, obviously shaken, didn't have the nerves to continue through. Let's try different lanes this time. And Stu's off. Oh, and Bruce has flipped it. Just couldn't handle the jandle there. Let's see what happened to Stu. Again, Stu getting the front wheel off the track. And what happened here? Sliding down. Oh, he hit the center track. Flipped him off the track again. Bruce getting that second point. Again, just can't handle the jandle getting into that corner. Rolls it. All right, final round. We've got Tanya and Ron. Tanya taking the lead. Oh, messes it up. Ron pushes through and takes the win. So let's just see. A lot of drivers having trouble with this particular area tonight. Going wide, catching those tyres and just flipping the car over. Looks like an easy track, folks, but trust me, you've got to be a skilled driver to get through here. Ron just forcing his way through. In through the gate, taking the win. Doesn't dedicate for the big air bonus. Let's see if he can do it in this round. Ron lagging behind, always catching up. Oh my God, that's incredible. Oh, and takes the win and the big air bonus. Let's have a look at that again. So Ron, quite a way behind here, hits the gas. And let's see. So they're coming into the drop here in the transition. Oh my God, Ron dropping in right on Tanya's nose there. Tanya trying to recover and get around. Some nice bit of driving by Tanya there. But Ron just sneaks in ahead and takes the win. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that's some exciting racing right there. There are your two leading vehicles, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at how the points stacked up. We've got Michelle and Ron, 8 points, first and second. Phil on 6 points, Tanya at 5, Bruce on 4, Kelly on 4, Dave on 3, Stu at the bottom on 2. There's no elimination in this round, but the track will be changing for the next round. We like to keep the drivers guessing, keep it fresh. Alright, speaking of keeping it fresh, remember, our racing is always fresh because it's brought to you by Shit Out of Luck Toilet Paper Supplies. Remember to wipe it before someone swipes it.